anyway, goes. So basically, so we went there. The crowds were phenomenal. Young people. It's a long time since we got young people coming out shouting, Corbyn, Corbyn, Corbyn. Mind you, dropping off the blooming university payments in a way, and the debts is something useful and relevant. And pensioners who are annoyed about what they're doing now in this. You know, all of a sudden, the heating oils, for God's sake. Yeah, I know, I get it. And it's not the same as those who are dependent upon it. But if you have to introduce a means test to identify those, like kids' school meals, aren't they? You've got to get some help. You stand over there, the rest of you stand over here, right? Universality, it may be a bit expensive, but it's a fairer way of dealing with it, right? Though I do believe Scotland are keeping it. That's what we call devolution of power. That means allowing you to make decisions what should happen to the North. I've always been an advocate of devolution and the Northern Way. First thing the Tories scrapped was my Northern Way, the regional developments and the Assembly, and offered as Northern Powerhouse, which is not a powerhouse, it's not even North, it stops on the Pennines. We'll be having a war of the roses again if we don't know the change, because Northern means you've got to go right across the North, right? So that's an important issue, and we sell that in here. Talking about a cross-rail infrastructure across the north, not two in London and nothing up here, right? A Northern Bank, a regional development agency accountable to the people, so you tell the strategy. And what's important about that commitment in our manifesto is that the rhetorics, you know, you've heard about that one, they don't say anything about it, do you? Oh, she says, oh yes, it's going to be very difficult. Do trust me and I'll do it. Trust her, we'll trust her with our cap, for Christ's sake. If you look what that woman is now actually saying. So there are two things we need to do. In this one, we make clear we want that power, we want people making decisions. Yes, it's all right for Scotland, England and Wales, but what's the matter with England? If there's going to money from Earth, it's going to come the regional funds and the powers. Why don't you bring them back to the regions? Don't just give it to the nation states and leave out the North out of it and the rest of the regions. We need to know that the constitutional change that some of us have been calling for, and I do meetings with Gordon Brown, trying to unite Scotland and the North, in demanding that decentralisation and devolution means the North, and I mean the North, not a little bit here and a little bit there. I mean, over from Liverpool right across the North, right into Newcastle, become a northern powerhouse, a real important northern. So that's devolution. We promised that in here, and it's put in there in our report, and they say nothing about it except trust me. Now, this election, as you go around, as you said before, without a doubt, this has made a difference. Is that what you find? Yeah. I'll tell you what, when I get my bus in the last 3 weeks, it was a bit like that. We're coming to the meeting. I think we're going to beat by 22 points or something. We're a little bit down, weren't we? We know we have to fight, but you have to change the atmosphere. Is the atmosphere changing? Yes. Absolutely. I can tell they're going around the buses and they're cheering around different parts. And here today, where am I going next to? Wakefield, then on to Hamsworth tonight, then over into the northwest, into Bolton and some other. I just sit there and get off on the bus when they tell me and all that. I know it's going round, but I tell you what's common to them all, as I found on Jeremy's bus whether in Scarborough or in Hull, the atmosphere's changed. People feel proud. They actually think we've got this now. It's changing. I'm not opposed. I don't like them. I don't like focus groups either. But basically, when you see that it's changing in the way it's changing, it's quite remarkable. So basically, that has changed, and we're finding it everywhere. So on this, you've got your manifesto, you should do. But we have to say to people, you can't stay out of this election. You've got to be in it. This is the most important election we've had for decades. And there is a real choice between what Labour's offering and what the Tories are doing with that damn thing I had before it too. Ours is, right, for the many, right, not the few. This is for the few, paid by the many. That's what their thing is, right? Whether it's the poverty, whether it's the housing. I'm going to tell you this though. You know, in 1997, you remember this? I'm trying to get it better, you know, I'm sure we're just practicing at the moment, you know. Who remembers this? I came here in 1997. Come on, together with me. Come on, for Christ's sake. Things can only get better. That's enough. And I come down these streets here at that time talking about that, right? Getting things can only get better. And why did we say that? We said it because after 18 years of the Tory government, the hospitals were collapsing, the record level of homelessness, right? Our education was falling apart, we're on massive unemployment, great debts, 18 years of the Tories. Well, we came along, we did something else. Does anyone remember me coming with the little pledge card? Yeah. That's me, I know, it's 20 years on, you know what I mean? But I know when you look at it, we said, will we cut class sizes down to 30? Did we do it?
Yeah.
Yes. Come on, there's an election on. Cut the class sizes down to 30. Did we do it?
Yes.
Of course we did it, and we're proud to say it's deliberate. Did we